Welcome to Hello Haven, your little corner to celebrate amazing music and moments together. In this video, we're going to be diving into 17's Don't Wanna Cry. I heard the song first in Killing Voice and I just fell in love. Make sure to check it out. I have uploaded the video on my channel and it's just such a fun one. The entire Killing Voice was absolutely amazing and I have the entire reaction for you to see right here on Hello Haven. When I first heard this as its evidence to the video, I had to replay it all over again. This song is such a gem. The members sang it with so much emotion, and really it spoke to so much depth and emotional complexity that I can't wait to analyze. So without further ado, let's go straight to Don't Wanna Cry by 17. Before that though, I wanted to start with color-coded specifically so that I could see the lyrics. The MV will be checked out in this video. I wanted to start with it, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to have subtitles. I believe it's quite an older video. So first we'll go to color-coded, then we'll see the MV, and then hopefully a performance. So let's go! This starting itself is so good. Let's go, Manu. Okay. So, like I said, this whole part, this is where they started in Killing Voice too, and it's just such a highlight for me. One was singing it, he's sang with so much emotion as an opener, it's just perfect. And then Vernon's singing part is like one of my absolute favorite Vernon parts ever. Like, the singing rap is such a solid strength of his, seriously. And the lyrics, they're actually so relatable. Because, especially nowadays, saying I love you has become a very common thing, right? Like, even I do it to my parents and my siblings. It's just the natural way to express your feelings. But it's not really enough. And it's like it never feels enough of a way to share your love for a person. The words I love you are just, three simple words that can't really capture the entire depth and intensity of the emotion you feel towards people. And so to start as an opener on that in a song that tells you don't want to cry, which is itself such an overwhelming emotion, is a very clever way to depict the sheer depths we're going to plunge to in this video. And Hoshi just sings this so well. Okay. There is something so conversational about Uzi's parts, honestly. More so than the other parts throughout like the song so far. So if you notice, so for example, you have I Don't Wanna Cry, right? And you have Vernon saying, I love you, but I love you isn't enough to depict what I feel for you. These are more of internal thoughts one would experience, right? Especially when you're having like a deeper reflection on yourself. But then again, you're not like completely there yet. You're just knowing that, okay, I love you. There's not enough that I can express how much I love you. But with Woozi, it's very coherent thoughts that you're sharing with the other person in a kind of immature way. Don't play around. I know you're here. I feel like you'll appear, so I'm gonna keep waiting, right? It's like almost like a plea that's there that you would make with someone. And it's even more raw than any of the confessions before this. He sings it so vulnerably too. The repetition 찾아가야 돼. Oh, okay, so it's so interesting. Here you kind of see that you don't want to cry is not really. So, okay, the very often thing we see in songwriting in general is when we say we don't want to cry, there's two layers to it. One is pride, right? And the other is not wanting to admit defeat, because when we cry, it can often be seen as like this implicit defeat that you've already lost this person. But they've done something very interesting with the songwriting here. I don't want to cry because I won't be able to find you if I cry. Right? I have to keep searching for you. It's kind of a deterrent to my search. With these blurry eyes, these overwhelming emotions, they're going to hinder me from my search for you. So I'm going to keep waiting. I'm going to keep searching. I don't want to cry. It's a very interesting way of depicting hope. And, of course, DK did such justice in the way he sang it. Although I have a lot of tears, I don't want to cry. They all sang this so well. Oh wow. That's Scoop's voice. It's so interesting. Okay, I'm kind of curious to see the choreography for that part too, because this is talking about walking along a familiar road that feels unfamiliar, right? And that feeling is so kind of strong that we don't really say, okay, familiar or unfamiliar. It's almost like questioning oneself, asking me once again if this is a road I know of. That's such a clever, seriously such a clever way of expressing that. We're in doubt. Was this really the path I once knew? And the path obviously is to you, right? This path that I'm not even sure I'm going to find you at the end of. Very, very clever. And I'm quite curious to see how they conveyed this in the choreography as well. That person be looking for me because I'm looking for you. Yeah. Oh wow, Joshua. He's also singing these lines. It's so sweet. Let's go, Sungkwan. See, exactly. That's what I was saying. So tears are building up. They're trying to blur my vision, hinder this search for you. It's such a raw, visceral way to show the desperation, wherein the tears are also dead. No, I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to cry. I'm going to keep searching. It's just a relentless pursuit. And wow, okay, this MV for this has to be like absolutely amazing, I'm sure. Oh, Hoshi, let's go. The voice is just so good. This feels like the first time D8 is singing so far in the song. Oh, so interesting, so interesting. Okay. So we have two internal combating voices in the head, obviously, and it's kind of interesting. So, okay, one minor thing which a lot of people might not notice is you have first one who's singing Nangwenchana, which is kind of depicting the outer, crust. What we first hear, what we first see when we come face to face with someone or try to console them. Nangwenchana, I'm okay. Then, almost from inside, this desperate voice kicks in. I'm not okay. Angwenchana. It's just so good. See, again, I don't want to say the front. I have to say these lines that don't even come from my heart. Oh gosh, yes. And the best part is there's no outer equivalent of that. You just kind of have the inner voice winning out, because the song is, end of the day, a raw thing. So I have to say all these things I don't even mean. The admission just rings. And then we follow up on that. We don't let that hang, in the limbo. This bridge is so beautiful. Just Junghan coming in and saying, because my heart won't listen to these words. As I thought, this outer crust is worth nothing. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, really made it. I feel like I missed an impactful line just by looking away for 1 second. Bro, when half of me is gone, how can it be one? This is just such an interesting study also in the desperation that comes with when you lose what you've identified with, right? Because, see, we can only be hurt, we only have the power to be hurt by something which we have considered a part of ourselves, or rather, shall we say, something we have. See, this is also such an interesting study almost of we can only be hurt by the things we give the power to hurt us. So because we have said that I can only be whole because you're a part of me, now half of me is just gone. You just gave half of yourself to a person away. And now you seriously cannot feel whole until you've either stopped identifying them as your other half or you find them back. So it's also kind of an interesting lesson in being careful about what we identify ourselves with and kind of having our emotions under our own control. And that's a very interesting insight that is just shared in like one line sung during desperation. Quite a bit of clever songwriting. Oh yes, ad-libs, let's go! Oh yes! When we see each other again, not if. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, okay, this is so good. This is so good because the song kind of ends on this conclusion that, see, I didn't want to cry because I wouldn't be able to find you, right? It'd be a deterrent. Now it shifts to when we meet again, because we are going to meet again, right? My search for you is like in this, somewhere in the middle of this song, I have gotten up from this depressing state I was in and I'm walking towards you. And now in this journey of walking towards you, all I can think is when I see you, I don't want to cry again. It's perfect. Okay. So, wow. First of all, I have to say I'm loving like the EDM, the melody beat for this. It's so bright and almost a wonderful contrast really to the lyrics and the way it's sung because it's just making the whole thing feel more whole, describing and sharing all these vivid emotions that we're feeling in our head because there's never just sadness, right? Here we're kind of depicting this struggle of wanting to show happiness on the outside, an upbeat nature on the outside, and also not really being sure where we stand with the person. So the melody is doing a lot of that work for us, where the outside is bright and the inside is very conflicted. So yeah, that was an amazing color-coded. I can't wait to dive into the music video. Let's get right to it. Okay, here's the Don't Wanna Cry MV. Let's begin. No matter how many times I listen to this just remains so fresh and beautiful. Oh, okay, we have some really beautiful visuals in the MV. Okay, just straight off, let's just dive a little bit into this. You have a desert, right? I mean, I'm fairly certain this is a real shot. We have a desert and we're kind of running aimlessly through it. One key thing to notice here is there are no landmarks, right? So we're running, sure, and we're running through a vast space. But more importantly, we don't even know where we're running. It's like we have no sense of direction and we just know we're desperate. We have to pick one direction. So, for example, we're running straight here, right? But we're not even sure what we'll find at the end of it. And that's really the core of the lyrics, which we've seen in the song below. So that's already like a wonderful opening shot that just encapsulates basically the entire song. And then here you have some place you have reached at the end of the desert. I'm presuming this is still the desert, right? It looks like it. Where we are reaching some beginnings of civilization with the windmill. So, okay, wow. I'm really curious to see where this MV is going.
울고 싶지 않아 울고 싶지 않아 사랑해서
Oh wow, in sync much?
부족해서 그 어떤 말을 꺼내봐도 너 하나만 아끼던 날 두고서
Oh my goodness.
내가 싫어
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm going to be pausing this a lot. That's my job, right? To analyze this. When Vernon starts singing, it's so soft, right? That's one of the reasons I love it so much. The choreo matches it so perfectly. It's like all gentle, simple, sweeping gestures that just begin to encapsulate rebutting from our internal thoughts. And then by the time Hoshi comes in, the movements get so harsh and desperate. They're just picking up pace even more, but along with the beat. It's all very much in sync. Not to mention how well they are in sync with each other, because, I mean, it doesn't look like 13 people are dancing together. It's just, it's really hard, honestly. I have no clue how they did that. It's hard enough to, like, be synchronized with just 4 or 5 members, but to have 13 of them that incredibly in sync and so well encapsulating such a deep lyric is very, very difficult. Far more difficult than I can even imagine of, frankly. So, wow. Kudos to them.
사랑한다는 말이 부족해서 그 어떤 말을 꺼내봐도 너 하나만 아끼던 날 두고서 어디 간 거니 내가 싫어 어졌어 멀리 간 거니 장난치지 마
Whoa. It's very, very interesting. So you have, okay, first of all, just like as a side note, I love how they're all dressed in this MV. There's a lot of, how do you say it, normalcy to it. No overly fancy outfits. Just they feel a lot more human, frankly, in this as compared to some grand stage performances in comparison to Sonagongs. And I can really see the distinct differences they made stylistically, thematically for both the MVs. It's quite surprising to see them both come from the same group. A lot of thought must have gone into that. Secondly, here you have a very interesting thing. When Vuzi starts singing, remember how I made this note of how his lyrics is very different? It's a very different kind of vulnerable compared to the others. You have him singing alone, ahead from the others, and the others are dancing. And if you notice, the pattern in which they are dancing is a lot more of a flutter, kind of depicting the chaos in his mind as he's denying to himself and saying, don't play around. And it's very different from the rest of the choreo in the MV. Here they're all spread out, and then suddenly it's just, see, just top tier. Okay, that, and now we have Junghan waiting against a wall. Too good!
울고 싶지 않아 울고 싶지 않아 눈물은 많지만 울고 싶지.
One more thing I'm noticing is how you have a lot of the members are in desolate places, right? They're either alone leaning against a wall or they're in the desert. We already know what those mean. But why in the middle of a bustling city on a rooftop? You see, the rooftop itself is working as an isolation metric. So even when we're surrounded by people, all we can see is this fixation we have set for ourselves, and that keeps us aloof, isolated. And quite a bit of clever stuff done there again, which doesn't even need to be said, and it's just adding to this intense feeling with the MV. Just, wow. This song is like undoubtedly one of my favorites. Their dancing is just incredible. This part. Hip-hop unit does so well in this song. I mean, all of them do well, frankly, but just... Yes, I wanted to see what they did for this part. Ooh, okay, they do something creative in this part, huh? I wanted to see what the choreo for this was. See, one very interesting thing we're doing here is familiar, unfamiliar. They literally use their members for this. If you notice, when they're crossing like this, Junghan, Scoops, they're not even giving their members a second glance, and they're walking right past them. These people who have trained so hard together, worked so well together, just endlessly, incessantly been in each other's company. Now you can't even give them a second thought. They don't feel familiar to you. Just the wonderful placement of the members, their voices, the lyrics in this MV is just stunning. And again, they managed to completely encapsulate every word of the lyrics. See, again, desperation, racing forward. Whoa. Let's go, D8. Oh my gosh, they're all such good dancers. See, just that was it. Such aggressive upward movements through Wonwoo when he's singing the outer voice. And here you just kind of have Mingyu suddenly split off him. What used to be one, and now you have the inner voice splitting out from the outer, saying something completely different. Just so sudden and visceral. See? And then, just as I said in the color coded, the defeat of the outer voice, wherein we really let ourselves admit it internally. And you have Junghan continuing talking about the internal voice and how you can make your heart believe what we used to say outside. And here we sink to the ground in the choreo to depict that. Oh my gosh! My gosh! The ad-libs! My gosh. The sheer dedication this must have taken. I can't even forget dedication, the hard work this must have taken. Oh gosh. My gosh. Oh my. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so it says here front version. Is there like an aerial version I don't know about? But like, and what's this? I think that's their album kept in the front. That's sweet. Okay, let's see. We have I see quite a big dance practice room here. Largely, I think because the choreography is so spread out. So let's see how they make use of this. They were so still. And even in the dance video, I'm just so focused on the vocals. It's so good. Such smooth, delicate, blooming features. Oh my gosh. What? This constant interface, interplay between just soft, delicate motions to outright blooming desperation to again slowing down. It's just such a wonderful rhythmical dance between the outer and inner mind, and even the conflict between and inside the inner mind. And now you have Woozy's part is just unbelievable in this. I wonder how they'll transition though. Oh, dude, that was so smooth, huh? I thought there would have to be like this big deal of transition from kind of Hoshi's broad spread part to kind of coming together, but that I almost didn't notice it. How did they? What? That was so smooth. This domino effect. Again, that jump was so insane. Okay, so first of all, for Don't Wanna Cry, this gesture is a very interesting choice to pick and stick to before you break into the chorus. And one of the reasons is it works in a two-parted manner. One is, this is a standard gesture to wipe your tears, right? The other is it also depicts a little bit of shame, kind of hiding your face. So there's it's like two-part. Again, you're like wiping your tears as a desperation. No, I can't get stuck crying. And there's also hide my face. I shouldn't be crying right now. And we kind of see that movement break off and jerk into a little convulsive method where we're bringing the disjointed aspects of ourselves together. And then we spread out again. Yeah, see? Breaking out. Yeah, this is just so good. And now we've managed to bring ourselves to standing point again. I can't. So good. Oh. Wait. Okay. So naturally, I think they're doing street lamps here. But one very nice bit of like extra detail there is they're doing this with their hands. That's like on and off. The streetlights are flickering. Everything has such wonderful details, and they're just adding on to the streetlights. Unfamiliar road. It's so good. I didn't get to see this part in the MV. I told you, right? The choreo for this part will have to have some very interesting mechanism to it if they want to display the depth of that lyric. And we got to see that. It's super. And not only that, I think this is right after this we have that cross formation where we're walking past our familiar members. I wonder what the streetlight meant to them, because, for example, the members have a lot of significant symbolism and meaning in their individual lives. But for street lamps, it's more of a drawn-out metaphorical way of expressing a road. So I feel like one of them might have they might have some personal experiences like on a particular familiar road that always has street lamps flickering. It's just a very beautiful detail to add to the lyric. So good. And then this speed up, I can't. Oh my gosh, the detail. What even? I don't know where to look. Oh wow. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Whoa, Minko. This part. The rapid speed of this. The way they're actually changing position, but the legs are still doing mini choreo while they're at it. Oh my gosh. Myungko is doing really well. I mean, not to mention that incredible stunt he did in the middle there, but like, if you notice, there's so much specific stylistic nuance of the way he's doing the hand movements here. It just wait. That was Scoop singing that part? How did I miss that? I thought it was Mingyu. Oh well, hip hop unit is just rocking, looks like. Oh yeah, actually on second thought that does sound like a Scoops. Just so and they ended it with this gesture again. I am I can't say speechless because I'm speaking a lot, but I am stunned for sure at the sheer, like, I'm repeating myself. This was just incredible. And I am quite taken aback at how well they managed to do this song justice. Because it's hard. When I saw that snippet of Killing Voice, I honestly felt like nothing could be better than that. They sang it with so much emotion, so much delicate love and tenderness. And there was a lot of fun that in general came with the vibes of Killing Voice. So I wasn't sure how could they one up that honestly. First there was color coded. I had some high expectations because I would see the lyrics properly. But then the MV was there. How would they depict it so well? And the choreography. But my goodness, all of that kept pace so well and just made the song shine even more and much more intensely. So yeah, thank you so much for staying with me for this video. I've been waiting to check this out, frankly, after Killing Voice. So I'm glad to have this opportunity, and stay tuned for the next video that will be there on Hello Haven's channel. I would love any suggestions you guys have for me to check out, but this time around in the comment section, I would also love to know what specifically about this song touched you, reached you, because it's honestly a very personal song, right? And music has such a wonderful way of connecting us, even though we can't see each other. We're like across the globe. These lyrics, spoken honestly, spoken truly, depicted so earnestly, managed to touch our hearts as one. And that's a wonderful, beautiful thing. So yeah, thank you for being here. See you next time on Hello Haven.